Welcome, my fellow travelers, to your traveling buddy here, coming today from Dearborn, Michigan. And we're still down here at the Henry Ford Museum. We're going to keep on exploring because there's so much to see here. So travel with me, will you? This is the area I remember here. This is the area that kind of makes me feel old because, you know, there's things that I've had when I was a kid that I see in here. I mean, like this little lunchbox. How many people have had that lunchbox? I mean, I remember having a lunchbox like that. They don't make them like that anymore. I mean, look at this old phone. I remember phones like that. Oh, I like that Snoopy phone. Oh my God, it's Pong. See? The kids don't know what that game is. That's Pong. That's one of the original video games. Pong.
Oh, sir, we like this Super Pong by Atari.
I'm sold out. That's a demonstrator, but I've got lots of these.
Well, we want Super Pong by Atari.
Yes, but
Super Pong's 4-color games are more fun.
Well, how about this one?
Well, no, you see, we'll have more fun with Super Pong's 4-color games. There's Catch, Solitaire, Super Pong, and Pong. So we'll take this one.
Okay, sure you won't change your mind?
No. Why?
Because I wanted it.
Super Pong. It's not just another video game. It's a real Atari.
Okay, now they're really making me feel old. I was the first one in my neighborhood to have one of these. The Atari 600. I had those. I had that. Got that for Christmas one year.
Atari Anonymous. My son Boris has a missile command problem.
My mission in life is to save all of mankind.
Lately, my daughter has developed a similar problem with Atari Warriors. Now with video pinball, my husband is acting funny lately. With Atari games so ingenious, so involving, so intense, I ask you, Atari Anonymous, is this problem contagious?
Oh my God, look at, they got one of the worst games they ever had in Atari. The E.T. game. Oh my God. Like I said here, look at this. Look at this original Air Jordans right there. Who had those? Game Boy.
I had an Game Boy.
I mean, look at this, the old original Apple computer. Macintosh.
How much those would be worth about now?
I mean, there's so much here. Look at, a Furby. I remember when they first came out. Look, Rob, I want my MTV. What the heck is going on with my hair? What? My hair's not green. Why is it? That is weird.
MTV. What else we got here?
Hit the button. Hit the button, see what it says. Why is it my... I can understand my shirt, but what the heck is going on with my hair? Rob, how many times I gotta tell you? Clean your bedroom.
What my bedroom looks like.
This is what every teenager's bedroom look like. Look at how messy this is.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at that. I mean, look at all the stuff stuffed in the closet. Look at, who does that? I still do it. I ain't gonna lie. Look at that.
Looks like
Rob, clean your room. I remember this area from the last time I was here. This is from one of the original Ford plants, or one of the factories they had. Look at it. This is a machinery from those plants. Look at it. I mean, look. I mean, this is incredible that they moved this here. I mean, look over here.
Oh, it's not plastic and it's not stone.
No, this is actually from the plant. They moved it here. Look at the gears. Look at the size of those gears.
That's a big gear, big wheels.
See it over there? There's some more machinery. They moved here. Now look at this one here. This one I do remember. Wait till you see this next one. Yeah, see, these are big. That's not big. That is a big machinery. Look at that. I mean, look at this size of this thing, and you actually can walk up on that thing. I mean, look at the piston here. Look at the piston here. Look at that piston in the ring.
Titanic.
I mean, look at this machinery. I'm standing underneath it. Look at the size of that wheel. Here we are up on top. Look at the size of that machinery. It's like a generator. Like, see, there's a model of where it came from, or a picture. I mean, look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of this compared to my hand. You can look in here. That is incredible. They got even more things from power plants and stuff. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing. Rob, who you spying on? Spying on people?
Let me see. No.
Oh.
Nothing there to look at.
Oh, okay. There's another thing about Henry Ford, if you didn't know, he was friends with Thomas Edison, the guy that created the light bulb. And you see this little vial right here? That is supposedly his last breath before he died, inside that vial. I didn't know they had this. They have the death mask of Tesla. And if you didn't know, yes, he has credit in making the light bulb and all that. But the electricity we use today is because of that man right there. Nikola Tesla. Here we have the heroes of the skies. You got an airplane up in here. Northwest Airlines. Look at that big old plane inside here. How they got that thing in here, I don't know. You can actually walk up underneath it. Here we are, we got the original statue of Abraham Lincoln. President Lincoln faced the ultimate test of American freedom to preserve the Union during the Civil War. This bronze reduction, meaning a copy of a smaller scale, 11-7-foot statue, was completed in 1887. So yeah, that was the model of the statue they made of him. Okay, this is something that Rob was telling me. I wasn't sure if it was here or not, but it is. See this rocking chair? This is Abraham Lincoln's death chair. This is the chair that he sat in when he was assassinated. And if you look, there is blood stains on there. Wow. It does exist. I thought it was in the Ford Theater, but I was wrong. And now here's another historical thing here. This here, see this bus? This is the actual bus that Rosa Parks was kicked off from. Told her she had to sit in the back, and she refused. And you can actually go up in it and actually sit in there. I was actually surprised this was open in the Dynamic House. It wasn't. Rob, before we go on here, make sure you have exact fare ready.
Exact fare ready, yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna go up on the bus. See? Here we go. We're going up onto the bus. Here we are on the Rosa Parks bus. And we just sit up here in front.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Okay, pick a seat you want to sit in.
Look at this. We're actually sitting up front too. Wow. See all the advertisements. Wrigley Spearmint, Big Bear Supermarkets.
Oh, is this your first visit?
Yes, it is.
No, actually I've been here before.
You have been here before. Are you from around here?
I'm from Lansing.
I'm from Grand Rapids.
Okay, then shame on you for never being here before.
Ooh, shame, Rob, shame.
Shame.
All right, so this is the Rosa Parks bus. How do we know that? Well, when she was arrested, they put the serial number of the bus, the 2857 that you see painted out here, on her arrest record. Also, one of the employees of the bus line knew it was a historical moment, so they recorded it in their records as well. So I'm going to start off with the anatomy of a Southern bus. First 10 seats were always white only. That pole in behind was black only. If you were white, even if no one was sitting back there and you tried to sit back there, you would be arrested and fined as well. The seats in the middle, however, were up for grabs as long as the white section wasn't full. And that's because 70 to 80% of the bus riders were black. It just made good financial sense. Okay? So if you were black and you wanted to ride the bus, you'd have to get up and you'd put your money in the coin box. You'd have to get off the bus and go in the back door. You weren't allowed to walk through the white section, even if no one was in it. You couldn't sit in front of a white man, next to a white person, or cross the aisle from a white person. So that day when she got on, she put her money in the till, did what she was supposed to, came in the back door. There was a black gentleman sitting at the window, 2 black ladies over here, so she sat down next to him. Was she legal?
No.
What question do you have to ask?
Was the white section full?
Exactly. No, it was not. Was it legal?
Yeah.
Until 3 stops later, okay? And that's when the white section filled up, leaving 2 white men standing. They just stepped up to that row and expected all 4 of them just to jump up and move back. 1955 was the civil rights picking up a head of steam. And so according to Mrs. Parks, when the guys came up and stood there, they all just conveniently ignored them and looked down at their shoes. Until the bus driver turned around and said, if you know what's good for you, you'll move back. 3 of them reluctantly did, and Mrs. Parks then just scooched herself over to the window seat, at which point James Blake, the bus driver, got up and told her if she did not get up and move, he'd call the police and have her arrested. For me, her response was priceless. She looked at him and said, you may do that, like she's given him permission. So he did. So now it was very scary to be arrested for segregation violation, because a lot of times your arrest was punctuated by getting roughed up, if not a full-fledged beating. She's 41 years old, she's this petite tiny little thing, so she's sitting there going, no matter what they do to me, I will not fight back. Because her and her group were attending, it's called the Highlander Folk School in Tennessee, to learn how to peacefully protest. There was a gentleman there who's become a little famous since then as well, and that was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was 26 years old at the time, just freshly graduated with his PhD. So anyway, she was arrested, was in jail for 2 hours. Her family found her. They sent down the president of the NAACP plus a couple of civil rights attorneys. They bailed her out. This was a Thursday night. Over the weekend, they decided they were going to do a 1-day boycott, which in itself was very brave because boycotting is illegal. So they did the 1-day boycott, and it was so successful, they carried it on for another 381 days. And that's where the important bit happened. In that period, they brought a class action lawsuit with 4 other black ladies who were arrested for something similar, and they were suing the state of Alabama to overturn the segregation laws, or the Jim Crow laws. They won. However, the other attorneys appealed it to the United States Supreme Court, where they won again. So on December 26, 1956, 381 days later, they announced to the country segregation is unconstitutional. That wasn't the end of it, like bam. It took about another 10-15 years for them to get everybody to comply, and to also take down the colored only, white only signs. Any questions? She spent the last 50 years of her life up here in Detroit, which was longer than she lived in Alabama, and was working for Mr. John Conyers from 1965 to 1985 as an office assistant.
What seat did she sit in?
You're sitting.
I'm sitting in the seat.
You're sitting in the seat you're sitting. Oh, wow, Rob.
So this
Right
is
by the window.
Works seat.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
That's
so
cool.
before we got it was auctioned off in '75. A farmer bought 2 of them. He used one for a tool shed. This one he used for a chicken coop.
Wow. Look at that.
He knew what he had. They were not sentimental about it at all.
Wow.
But when he passed away, the family thought it might be worth some money. So they contacted an online auction house that verified its provenance and indeed confirmed it is the Parks bus. And we outbid the Smithsonian at $494,000, and it took another $300,000 to get it in this shape. Mrs. Parks was able to come and see it in 2002, so she realized we had her bus.
Nice.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Any questions?
Now, do they have the picture of her when she sat in here, or
She did not
when
sit
she
here.
came back?
She did not get up in the bus. She was wheelchair bound.
Oh, that's sad.
That was just 3 years before she passed away at 93.
Wow. That's cool.
If you don't have any more questions, can I ask?
This is interesting. Look at, there's a Thomas Edison signed in concrete,
His feet print.
and there's footprints there. September 27th, 1928. Does that say?
Yep.
And you look at the shovel that's in the concrete. And right here, that's where he's signing it. Oh, wow. Thomas Edison, the greatest inventor. Wow.
Dedicated this site. This is the site they're talking about. Right
That's
here.
cool. Is really famous. The Rosa bus was real famous, but this one here, this is famous for 2 people. This is the very car that the Reagan car, but this was also John F. Kennedy's death car. They put a roof on later. Remember, it was a convertible. Actually, I take it back. This was Reagan's newer car. This was the death car. Here. John F. Kennedy's death car. Right there. This was the death car. It was originally a convertible, but they put a roof on later. This is the very car that John F. Kennedy died in. That's crazy. So here we got some other limousines here. The presidential limousines. Right there. So there we go. Zoom back. There we go. Look at that limousine. This was Bubble Top, Dwight Eisenhower. Eisenhower's limo. And then we got over here. This one here. This one's I like this one. The Sunshine Special. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Out there filming something here. Looks like they're filming something here. See? Got a production crew. Wow. Wonder what they're filming. We saw the limousines there. Look at here. We got Teddy Roosevelt's carriage. That was Teddy Roosevelt's carriage right there. Okay guys, we came back over here by the Jim Henson thing because we missed something we've been looking for, and it was right here. Another iconic car here is the famous Wienermobile. The original Wienermobile. Right there. Check that out. Oh, Rob's singing the song too. Come on, Rob, sing it.
M-E-Y-E heart, so let's begin. What I'll say is Oscar Mayer has a way of being Did that wrong. Don't murder me in the comments.
Class attention. Forward march. I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I'd truly like to be. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. A big parade is so inspiring. Oh, I'm glad I'm not an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I never want to be. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, there would soon be nothing left to me. Oh, I love to be an
Oscar Mayer wieners are all meat, all good meat. Rich and complete meat protein, mildly seasoned to bring out all the good meat flavor.
Everyone would be in love with me. Next week, you'll handle just the refreshments, Freddie.
See, this is the original Wienermobile. Just drive around, look at that. That is so cool. And they even got little stuff here, the whistle, rings.
The whistle, the Oscar Mayer whistle. Rings, you could get.
Here they got the old Moldoramics here too, Rama, where you can actually get molds. And this one is the Rosa Parks bus. Right there, I can, for $3 you can get a blow mold of the Rosa Parks bus. Of course, I didn't bring enough change with me, but this is where I can get a lot of my pressed pennies. You know, there's a pressed pennies everywhere, but I didn't bring enough quarters. Makes me mad. I was like, yeah, you can get the Rosa Parks bus, Henry Ford Museum, the Lincoln chair, a bunch of pennies. I might come back here one day with a bunch of quarters and get all my pressed pennies. Well, I can't get a pressed penny right now, but I'll go get something the next best. These guys take credit, so I'll get me one of these Rosa Parks buses. Okay, here we go. It's gonna make the thing. There it goes. It's blowing, pushing it in. Takes a minute. There it goes. There it goes. There's my bus. Okay, here's my bus. But it did not mold right. I'll have to see if I can't get my money back for that. Look at that, it did not mold right. That did not turn out good. Okay, I did find out that you can go up front and they have like bags of these made. So I'm going to exchange that, but I'm going to try and get the Wienermobile too. So let's try this one again. Let's hope this one turned out good. There we go. So get the Wienermobile. So they got several of these around. They got the presidential car, Henry Ford you can get. Let's hope this one turns out good. That one turned out good. There we go. There's the Wienermobile. And you're supposed to take them once you get out because it's hot. You gotta turn it upside down. Oh yeah, that one turned out good. I got the Wienermobile. Alright, my fellow travelers, that's about it for this trip to the Henry Ford Museum here in Dearborn, Michigan. This was awesome fun. I said, I've been here many times, and this is a great place to come and bring your kids to. And this big kid, you know. We got to see a lot of cool stuff. He's never been here before.
Never.
I'm ashamed of him. He's a Michigan. Michigander. He should be gotten here.
Brought some childhood memories. Me and
Oh,
Buddy
yeah.
got to experience childhood memories of the Muppets.
Oh yeah, the
Kermit the
Muppets.
Frog.
The Muppets was awesome. Wienermobile.
Wienermobile.
You know, all the
Yeah,
cars
you
that
got to
are
see the
here.
car.
Like I said, there's so much history here. Like I said, bring your family here. You'll have a great time at the Henry Ford Museum. Yeah, right here. It's awesome. This place is, I mean, there's much more to do. You know, of course, you got to pay separately for the other parts, but it's still worth it.
The video does not do it justice.
Yeah, video does not do it justice. You need to get down here. I didn't show half of what's here. I mean, there's so much. And he said I started a new collection. Got my little blow molds here. Wienermobile and the Rosa Park Bucks. Unfortunately, that one didn't turn out good, but they said just take it up to the service desk, and they got bags of them up there. I'll get me a good one. And I started a new collection.
You guys got 2 angels for the price of 1.
That's right.
That's
2
right.
angels
The
and
Angel
price of
Brothers.
us. The Angel Brothers are here.
That's right.
And this angel, we got to sit in the Rosa Parks seat.
Yes.
Can you believe that?
I got to sit
You
in
know,
the actual
I-
seat that Rosa
I
Parks
told him to
sat
get the
in.
back of the bus on it, but he wouldn't listen. You know.
That was amazing.
I said, the angel's the guy to sit in the back.
That was amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, it was amazing. You'd be able to sit on that bus and all that. Too bad that future house wasn't open. Hopefully soon they'll open it. I'm definitely gonna get back here though, so I can get my press pennies. Because there's so many of those machines around here, and these blow molds too. I'm gonna start collecting these, and there's so many of those press penny things here. Definitely gonna come back when they stuff like that, and around holidays too. They do a lot of holiday things here. Christmas time, I really want to get out to the village.
Yes.
So we're gonna go find something to eat and probably explore and do some other stuff. Yes. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share me out. Share me on other social media. Tell your friends. Tell your family about me, so I can continue traveling, showing cool stuff like this. Also, leave me a comment. Any comments appreciated. Any ideas for me to do? Let me know. I just might show up and do it. So until next time, my fellow travelers, you have a blessed day, and I'll see you around the mitten.